Hello and welcome back to another video. Recently I've been really inspired by Kiddies, that's Katie with 2 A's, here on YouTube, and she has a fantastic series called Will It Lightfast. Now, as a watercolourist and a fine artist, knowing that my artwork is going to last outside of my sketchbook or is going to be good enough quality to sell is one of my number one deciding factors when it comes to buying new art materials. And I've taken a little bit of a leaf out of her book, and recently I've been testing all of my art materials to see just how lightfast they really are. While I was doing this, I was thinking back to my college and uni days, and I used to do an awful lot of using coffee and tea to stain the pages of my sketchbook to make things look aged. It's a tried and true children's trick when they make parent maps and things like that in school. And as an adult, I've sort of turned my nose up to that technique and spent an awful lot of money on paints like Van Dyke Brown and Sepia to get the same effects. So here's just a page from my sketchbook where I have actually used coffee to stain the page of my sketchbook, and I love how it looks. And I really wanted to know whether I could achieve this on the artwork that I want to sell. So as part of my little light fastness trials, I decided to test it out. So all I used was Tesco own brand tea, and you can see here on the back of my little swatch, I did this on the 9th of August 2020, and Tesco's own brand coffee on the same date. So they've been sitting there for a couple of months now. It's now the very end of October, and I think it's definitely time to see the results. So I'm just going to turn to a plain white page in my sketchbook so that you haven't got, you can see the colour difference really well. I have already peeled the tape off these, but I will show you what has happened. Now this one is the tea, and I think you can tell straight away this is not quite that deep, rich colour that we had in the painting that I just showed you. And when I remove the cover, you can see just how not lightfast tea is. Absolutely devastated. I thought I was going to save myself a fortune on brown watercolour paints. So yeah, I think if I left this much longer, the paper would just go back to white and we've lost that lovely rich aged brown colour, which is a shame. Now for the coffee, and you can see here it seems to be quite a similar colour to the tea, but it is more brown, but strangely I've got this texture, and this is on cold pressed watercolour paper, so I imagine that's probably why, but it's got this texture that I've not seen before. I'm not a fan of. And when I remove the cover, again, big disappointment. Tea and coffee are not lightfast. I was so hopeful. I didn't expect that it would be the case, but I hoped that I might just get lucky. So side by side, both of them I think have faded almost an equal amount. I do prefer the look of the tea just because it hasn't got this weird texture. But just so that you know, tea, coffee, good for sketchbooks. Tea and coffee, not good for much else other than drinking. So yeah, that's my results. I will be back with more light fastness tests for you in the near future. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care, stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon.